Friends, today I'm going to discuss about human resource policies and procedures. This is a very interesting topic and very big, but I would like to describe in brief. What is so? My today's topic is what is the meaning of human resource policy, its importance, and important or main HR policies which are usually implemented in many companies. So I would like to give a brief introduction of those policies as well. Right? So friends, let's begin about today's topic. What is the meaning of HR policies? Human resource policies are certain written guidelines which are to be followed by each and every employee of the company in order to while discharging his or her duties on regular basis. Okay, every organization has framework of few written guidelines and uh, which provides certain advices how to how to complete the work accordance with the job profile of each and every employee, and there are few restrictions also which an employee can do or cannot do when he is on the duty into a factory or into a office. So friends, human resource policy, you know, is always written. They are the written statements. Okay, so important feature of human resource policy is are like number one, policies are always mandatory to be compliant by the uh, concerned employees. Means if a policy is designed and implemented and approved, so it's the mandatory for each and every employee of the company to make compliance of those prescribed policy. Second feature, if any employee fails to comply or to make compliance of the prevailing human resource policies, then he or she is required to be given some punishment. Means a disciplinary action may be taken against their that non-acceptance or non-compliance of the certain HR policy. Number third, HR policy is not abide by any government law. It's not mandatory that every company needs to maintain, prescribe or implement HR policy, but definitely every HR policy has its root from any law. For example, I am drafting a rule or leave related policy, leave rule, leave procedure, leave system. Then what I need to do? I need to follow certain rules and instructions which are laid down under Factory Act if I am in the factory. If I am in any organization apart from the factory, I need to follow the instructions as laid down in the Shop and Establishment Act regarding the leave rules or leave procedure and policy. An important feature of human resource policy is that it's mandatory. It's very much required that every employee or every worker of the company must be well aware, well educated about how many policies are prevailing or are into the practice of their company. Okay, so friends, in brief, I have told you about what is the meaning of human resource policy and what is the important feature of human resource policy. Now, friends, we are in the era of globalization. Every even worker or employee knows very well about what are their rights and what are their obligations. In this way, if generally I do talk about the human resource policy in most of the companies, whether this is a factory or this is a not a factory. This is an office which is registered under the Shop and Establishment Act as well. So there are few guidelines which are written and which are duly approved and which are being informed to each and every employee that following up of these rules is mandatory. So I'm now only giving you the name of the important policies which you may find in most of the companies. Like it starts from the introduction of the organization, then the organization chart, then recruitment and selection policy, then induction and orientation, then attendance and leave management policy, then compensation, I mean salary and wages, then perform training and development, then performance appraisal system, then grievance redressal procedure, then welfare facilities which are provided by the company, and then this some incentive schemes are also available, right? So sexual anti-sexual harassment policy. So these are the few important prevailing policies into many companies, many organizations, uh, for which every employee, every worker is abide by those HR policies. So friends, today in a very brief video, in this very brief video, I have told you about what is the meaning of human resource policy and what is the main feature of human resource policy, what is the importance of human resource policies, as well how many are the important human resource policies which are mostly available into the many companies. Friends, in short, now the question comes in your mind that how these policies are implemented. Of course, friends, your question is really justified, right? Human resource policies are implemented by procedure. And what is procedure? Procedure is the step by step continuous efforts which is made to attain the goal which is already laid down in the job responsibility of an employee, and the ultimate objective of the organization is to get the business profit or get the business done, right? So what is the procedure? There are few prescribed forms and formats by which these policies are being implemented, that is to be called a procedure. For example, I do talk about the leave policy. The leaves policies is implemented how? By a format of leave application. How the balanced leave of an employee is maintained, balance record maintained. Yes, there is a form 14 which is prescribed under Factory Act, and for form 14 is what? It's the register of leave with wages. In a particular page, a particular employee's leave record is maintained into that form. This is the procedure. For example, I do talk about the performance appraisal system. So there is a prescribed form or format which is a test, which is the HR policy of performance appraisal is contained by this format or forum, that may be separate for the workers, supervisors and the manager, or maybe uniform for each and every employee, depend upon the company's HR policy, performance management system. Then performance appraisal of each and every employee is being done on that after giving all the information of the concerned employee in writing while filling up of that appraisal form. So procedure is what? Suppose this is a policy, right? And the procedure is what? This is the form. By this form, the policies is being implemented. So friend, in brief, I have told you, I've discussed you today on the very important topic of human resource policy. I hope you would like my efforts. If you do like my channel, and this is